Hello, I'm Misha Glenny. I'm so sorry I can't be with you there in person, but I promise that I will do my very best to get there next year. Now, you all probably know me as the author of McMafia, a non-fiction book which was turned into a successful BBC TV drama series. But actually, I think that my most important work happened earlier in my career when I was the BBC's Central Europe correspondent and I was covering the wars in the former Yugoslavia. Now, unless you're a very assiduous watcher of the news here in Britain, you probably won't have noticed that Bosnia-Herzegovina is creeping up the agenda again. There is a serious political crisis, a profound constitutional crisis brewing in that country, but it's being driven by politicians, not by ordinary people. But ordinary people are picking up the messages that their politicians are sending, and they're getting frightened. They're intimidated by the political rhetoric, and they are withdrawing into their own communities. One Bosnian I spoke to at the beginning of this week said the atmosphere was just like that which prevailed before the outbreak of hostilities in 1992. So an extremely nerve-wracking time for people in Bosnia. One day in April 1992, at the end of April, beginning of May, they were celebrating a public holiday, and the next day, out of the blue, the shooting began. And it didn't stop for several years. Now, Brčko is a peculiarity that emerged from the Dayton Accords of 1995 because it's not part of the two main entities which make up Bosnia-Herzegovina. It is its own jurisdiction. And for that reason, when things start to go bad, it becomes a sort of apple of discord for the politicians, not though for the ordinary people. But people have been withdrawing into their shells, and this is a worrying sign. Not all people, however, because Svitac, which means Firefly in the local language, has been giving opportunities for people from different communities, young people in particular, to come together to discover and rediscover the ties that bind them. And in this way, Svitac has been keeping alive the memory of what Brčko was before the 1990s and what it was well on its way to becoming again in the past 25 years or so. Now, the film you're about to see cannot be shown in Brčko. It would be too much of a risk for the young people involved because they may face recrimination and perhaps even worse if their support for Svitac became too publicly known. Svitac is vital for the political, social and mental health of Brčko, itself a town whose history proves that not only can integration work in Bosnia, it must work. Everyone here can help by showing their support for the invaluable, the unique work that Firefly and Svitac do in a unique place in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Thank you very much.
My name is Eldar. I live in a small town called Brčko in Bosnia and Herzegovina. My town is beautiful as it is. It is green, has a beautiful river Sava, but because of nationalism in Brčko, many parts of the town are ruined and destroyed. Nobody wants to take care of it because the citizens are deeply divided on a national basis, so they can't agree to which national group these parts belong. Life has not been easy on me. You see, since I was a little boy, I had to deal with nationalism. I consider myself an open-minded person and I like to meet people from the whole world. Unfortunately, my family is not happy when I'm meeting people of different nationalities, like Serbs or Croats. My grandmother used to say, Serbs are not good people. That makes me sad, and I want to change this opinion. I am a Muslim and religious, but I respect everybody else. People from Svitac are giving me hope that it is possible. I'm so grateful they create a neutral space for everybody, no matter which ethnicity or nationality they belong to.
My name is Anna. My parents never liked the diversity the Svitac holds. In fact, they wholeheartedly hated it. They banned me from attending any activities that existed here. And for what reason? They didn't know how much I longed for connection with young people from different nationalities, and how unhappy I was with myself. Despite everything, I decided to attend workshops in Svitac, and it was a life-changing event. The more time I spent in Svitac, the more diverse people I've met. I finally felt like I was a part of something, a part of this beautiful community of such wonderful people, and I wasn't met with judgment or scrutiny when I was there. I felt accepted and loved. One of the people I met there is Eldar. We met by accident working on the Svitac mural project. Immediately, I noticed in him a playfulness and kindness that's missing from many other people, and we hit it off very quickly. Through the many workshops we attended together, we gave a little bit of ourselves to each other through the many laughs and deep thoughts we shared, and we built a special connection. Without Svitac, we would never meet, since we are of different nationalities. I am Serb, he is Muslim. I know it's maybe difficult to understand our story. When you visit Brčko, it seems to be just like any ordinary little town. But the citizens here stumble every day on a sharp and invisible border, which often does not allow them to breathe and leaves deep cuts and traces.
Having Firefly Bosnia people who are always there fulfills me with happiness, and I wouldn't change that for anything. Without them, Brčko would be another dark place in this world.